Hello, YouTube. I'm fixing to, like, make something to where it's going to be sort of a, example. Now, ever heard the phrase, not all is what it seems? I think this is a, example. Now, truly, I don't like the pervertedness. I don't like it in Dragon Ball Z. I don't like it in Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball Z Kai. I never have liked it. I never have liked the pervertedness, but what I have enjoyed was the battles. Now, those were very good, yeah. This is one thing a gentleman can agree on, that the battles were great. And, if you have to fight, then who can disagree on that? If the world hangs in the balance, you gotta do something. Now, first of all, this is the one about the Z Fighters versus the punching machine. They would just lightly tap like that. But this reminds me of something, and I'll tell you why. If you remember Bruce Lee, now he used something called the 1-inch punch. 1 inch, where it'd be just about like that far away or so, but it was still deadly enough. It was deadly enough that he would hit the enemy right in an area, somewhere in a pressure point or somewhere in the chest, and it would kill them. No one could fake that move, man. A lot of people have tried to learn that technique. Way too many failed. So, start off, I also believe no one else was able to do this, but this video is actually an example, is what I'm saying. Just watch.
Take it easy. Yeah.
Yep. She was way stronger than she looked.
774!
Couldn't believe it.
It seems to be out of order. Sorry about that.
God.
That's what you call taking it easy? It's not my fault these guys are weaklings. Okay, ma'am. Would you like to try again?
Whoa. That's still really good. A true master can hold strength back. And that's actually what I have done before. But I can't do the 1-inch punch. That's the only thing I cannot do. Not perfectly. A true master can control himself. Now, an example of this, whenever I fought the first time, I still didn't enjoy having to do it. But, yeah, I was letting the opponent know I wasn't pleased. I was letting the enemy know I wasn't pleased. This happened in real life. Now, I really balled my fist up and gave it a good clench, and then, holler like, oh, that, hit him right here, He was sore in the chest after that. But I also did and I rotated my fist, for extra, extra strength, But that I did it that way so it would, but I held I just tapped that would let him know that I'm not pleased. I'm not pleased with him doing that. So that held it up back enough where it would not kill him. It would just be a little sore. A little bit. The only thing was he was more like a punk. So he also a coward. So he waited until my head was turned, or until my back was turned. Then he hit me right in the back of the head. I was dizzy after that. I had more training. He had more experience. I think that was the only difference. So to make that more of a thought, and depending on where you hit, yeah, ninjas would like me. We often aim here, or we would strike here, with our hand, go upwards, hit like that. We train every part of our hands, even our knees. Also, we kick toe first. We don't usually, curl our toes back before we strike with the foot. So you have to hammer your toes all the time with a piece of wood or something, like a piece of flat wood. It's going to be painful, so that's the only thing about it. But we always train our knuckles. We train the palms of our hands to more make them where they callus over more. Just use a river rock and slap our palm on that as good as we can. And over time, we start punching very hard. The more we train with that, you can just use a simple cinder block if you want to strengthen up your palm. You're densing up your palm. That's a palm density kind of thing. But that's another thing. All of this, even in martial arts, that is totally real. I've seen total differences where this is something that can really, really harm someone or even kill them, for instance. Now, also, before and after each practice, each taijutsu practice that the ninjas use, we pop our knuckles. We have to condition. We have to condition our fingers before we do it. We do that, flex, and then we loosen up the everything. But we don't do it too hard, If we do it too hard, it's going to hurt real bad. There you go. Yeah, this finger has been able to do it, so yeah. We do that so that we won't break our hands doing it, or anything small enough like the finger, we're not going to have to worry about breaking them during a taijutsu practice. Accidents happen where you could break a finger, break a finger or a thumb. And what I've heard, when I used to train in Taekwondo, the collarbone, it's no bigger than this part of your thumb. So someone tries to grab your shirt like that and then draw it back. You do you free up your hand, your collar, and then do a knife hand right on his collarbone. That's going to break it in half. Now that will snap his collarbone, depending on how hard you hit it. And you really got to do it perfectly. It's also, you got to really densen up your hand and use the right part of your hand, or it's going to hurt real bad. And for me, I have often knurled my fingers up doing this. That's how I was taught. and that really creates more strength into it. You notice that sound, and then, you know, I can't really do it as well with just the regular knife hand. So that's not as good as the knurling your fingers. But over time you have to train with knurling your fingers up and then slowly releasing. Once you can do that, that's possible. Then you can strike harder. Strike harder if you have to, but you gotta choose when to do it and when the right time is. I suggest you use this for home defense. If you have a home of your own and a family of your own, and you don't like using firearms or anything like weapons or anything, use your hands. Your hands to defend yourself or your family, and like that. That's all you gotta do. It's what my mom told me. If you gotta defend yourself, you don't have to rely on weapons. Now let's take
Other machine? Right away, sir.
And here's what Vegeta does. He doesn't even hold anything back. Boom. He destroyed that punch machine.
Oh, wow.
He didn't fool around.
So much for restraining.
Yeah, so much for restraining
Vegeta
yourself.
and all the other Z fighters have qualified for the World Martial Arts Tournament. Not to mention destroying a punching machine and a few dozen cameras in the process.
Fine.
One of the most challenging parts of meditation.
So that was it. That's part of the lesson here, you know. Second of all, I really do think that that Goku resembles Jackie Chan a lot, you know, because he's more gentle in nature, you know, more gentle, more forgiving. Vegeta, he's totally he's a friend, but he's totally opposite. Yeah, he doesn't forgive as easily, and he doesn't really want to hold anything back. He's more of a serious fighter, what they call a martialist. Martialists, those are very deadly, and me, I'm a little bit of a mixture of both. You know, I really would rather not use deadly force. I'd rather not use deadly force, but I won't hesitate if I have to. You know, that's all it is. What the? Wow. A lot of people can't sing very well. Sorry, but some of them just can't, you know. I admit I can't really sing that well. But anyways, hope this was a good informative lesson for anyone who studies martial arts. So that's all I'm guessing. You know, the truth is, you know, the truth is I have actually heard that that Jackie Chan trained alongside Bruce Lee, so it's not all that far-fetched when you think about it. They were best pals. They were pals, but they were opposite from each other, opposite personalities. That was the only difference. And they still became friends over time. So, Concar the Badger signing off, and maybe I'll see you later. Maybe I'll make another video soon enough. It's my first time using the face cam on Mobizen, on the Mobizen app. Bye for now.